Welcome back, everybody, to Stay, my first trip to North Korea. Man, I am so excited to go on a second date with JEONG because surely it could not have gone as bad as the first one. I feel like we can only go up from here. JEONG, unfortunately, fell asleep in our lap, but at least we're taking the car this time. Good lord. Well, the driver didn't want to talk to us in the last one either, but whatever. I don't think anyone really wants to talk to Donald Trump. He's not very good at being social, you see. That didn't exactly pass much time. I suppose I could sleep, but that seems such a cheap way of passing time. Like an easy out for a lazy visual novel writer. Oh, were they just poking fun at themselves? I think they might be. Screw it, this scene is long enough. I'm going to sleep. Oh, well thanks for breaking the fourth wall. Also thanks for hurrying it up. Hello? Oh. Wake up, we're here. Well, that was kind of refreshing, though I think my legs fell asleep. Your lap was passably comfortable. I may require the use of it again for the ride home. Sure, babe. Anything you say. You have a funny way of asking to sleep on my lap again. I wasn't asking. Oh, Donald. Man, you gotta sit back and listen, bro. You gotta pick up the signs. She's throwing them all at you and you've just got nothing. It's unbelievable, actually. I surrender. Yay! Now on to K-Song. Let's go. I hope we get to see some great stuff. Ooh, look at that. That looks nice, doesn't it? We step out of the car and I'm immediately greeted by a large wooden gate. Yeah, that looks nice and historical, just how I like it. It's actually pretty massive and towers all over the other things nearby. I had the driver take us to the Kaesong Namdaemun. I think that's Namdaemun? I think that's how you say it. I'm sorry, Koreans. I am trying to learn your language. It's very difficult. Which is the south gate to the old walled city of Kaesong, and the only citadel gate to have survived to the present day. It's really well preserved for being centuries old. I'm impressed. While the base is original, the wooden pavilion is not. The original was destroyed by a certain capitalist country in 1950 during one of its illegal bombing missions. Did that really happen? The construction you see before you is a replication finished in 1954. Now I feel both awed and guilty, since I'm pretty certain you all but said the United States destroyed it. Do you know of any other certain capitalist countries? I'll get back to you on that. I mean, Donald Trump doesn't have the knowledge of that stuff. He just doesn't. That's not what he was here to do. Sure, England, Japan, France, Germany, Canada. Oh, no, wait, Canada is basically the snow socialist. Anyway, tell me more about the gate. Oh, excuse me. Why are you gonna talk about Canada like that? Oh. The gate houses the Yongbok bell, which was brought over here after it was reclaimed from the ashes of the Yongbok Temple in the fire of 1563. It used to chime out the hours into the 20th century. That's pretty cool. Does anyone ring it now? Like maybe you make a wish and ring it to have it come true? Where do you come up with silly ideas like that? Oh, sorry, Japan. I'm sorry. I think I read about it in a visual novel somewhere. A really familiar visual novel. Anyway, I thought you might enjoy seeing that first. What would you like to see next? Any suggestions? Well, there's the Anwasa Buddhist Temple as well as the Koryo Museum. Would either of those be okay for you? Yeah, those sound nice. Oh. I wonder if this is gonna matter. Hopefully not. I'd like to see a nice temple. Let's go there. Maybe we can pray for our own souls that we get the hell out of here alive. Because I don't think we are, personally. This might seem like the biggest cliche ever, but let's go to the Anwasa Temple. I don't understand. Why would that be a cliche? Asia, Buddhist temple, cute girl. This is something out of literally every anime. I'm afraid I left my jeonseot at home. Your what now? It's kind of like the kimonos worn by those filthy enemy occupiers on an alien nation east of here. Seriously, that occupation was ages ago. Take a page from the German playbook and let it go already. Oh. Oh, no one's ever really over it. Just you wait. Oh. I'm glad my last name isn't Kowalski. Oh, gee, these jokes are terrible. And you should feel bad. You know, you never told me your last name. Oh, really? Well, you'll think it's silly. No, I won't. Come on, tell me. Lemmer. I got it from my dad. He was a tanker in the army, but well, there you have it. This guy is his son. You know, the one from Panzer Models? Mm-hmm. Just as stupid, too. He got killed in this weird tanking accident. Something about his squad leader firing at him butt naked and crushed by a Sherman. Yep. Well, he didn't die from that, actually. We were there. We saw the whole thing unfold, remember? What was he doing naked with a tank? You're gonna have to watch the Panzer Medals LP to know that. Beats me. The corpse can do weird things to a man. Anyway, let's keep going. Follow me then. Donald Trump Lemmer, the hero this nation deserves. Here we are at Anlasa Temple. Oh, it looks kind of cute. Ugh, you didn't tell me we had to climb half a mountain to get here. And you seriously didn't have to force march us here either. It's like the Crucible all over again. Don't you feel your soul cleansed by the rapid journey here, though? What I feel is that I need a shower after sweating my way up Mount Songgak. And what was with the airstrip and sheds? Couldn't we have flown up here? The evil Nipponese used this mountain as a staging ground to invade China. During their illegal occupation of our country during the Second International War, the airstrips and sheds still remain there today. I get it, you hate the Japanese, no need to flavor text it every time. Though if you hate them so much, couldn't you have just knocked the shed down? I mean, it's probably one of the most sturdily constructed buildings in the country. I know, but a little semtex and it'll fail. I'm sorry, it's just a harsh part of our country's history. Tell me a bit about the temple, then. I will. Allow me to collect myself. I'll just be a few minutes. Well, you gotta go pee? Oh. Just go in a hole. You know, these kind of temples, like when you visit them, at least in Japan, because I've been to a couple of these things, they don't have modern toilets. Because they're out in the middle of nowhere, you see. So if you're going out there, take lots of pictures and have fun and look at all the local color and flavor and buy a souvenir and get used to peeing in a hole, because you're going to have to. I did. I hope I didn't upset her too much. I get that Korea and Japan have a rather strained history together. I mean, they still do. But I do have some very good Japanese friends, and I don't like them being trashed on. Well, and my room at Camp Pendleton is still full of Japanese stuff, too. Donald Trump is a weeb. Anyway, the view up here isn't so bad. Mount Songgak is actually a small volcanic mountain on an island outside Kaesong proper. The temple itself appears partly damaged, but other than that, it's no worse for wear. Okay, I'm ready to tell you a bit about the temple now. Would you have to go rehearse it? Okay, I'm ready. Tell me more about the capitalists. Glad you're feeling better. Sorry again. I know it's a sore spot historically. That's okay. You'll see it our way eventually. JEONG smiles as she says this. Somehow it's both adorable and unnerving at the same time. Donald, I bet you're never going to talk to any internet girls again after this. I mean, if we live from this. Though to be fair, our countries have many things in common. Have you ever seen a traditional Korean dress? Like a kimono? No, they're not called kimonos. That's the Japanese. We call it a jonsenot. I would show you, but sadly I left mine at home. I've seen them. They're really pretty. What do they look like? How would I explain it? Something like a cross between a Western dress and a kimono. The waistline is typically much higher, like across your chest, but it still has very loose sleeves. Oh, that sounds pretty. I bet you look amazing in yours. Well, I always have trouble getting mine to fit. I have to keep taking out the chest some. Oh, you don't say. I'll take out your chest. I mean, what? Let's continue on with the tour. Ha! Anyway, what can you tell me about the temple? Ah yes, the Anlasa Temple was founded in 930 AD during the Koryo dynasty. During America's war against True Korea, it suffered structural damage, primarily the destruction of Myeongbu Hall. However, a stone pagoda dating to the original Koryo dynasty temple along with Taeng Hall remain. Wow, that's a good amount of history for this trip. Would you like to see a little more of the temple before we head somewhere else? Sure, let's do that. Sounds like a good idea. Ooh. JEONG takes me by the hand and leads me around the small temple, explaining different bits of historical information as we go. And it's the only temple to have survived the Americans' aggressive actions against us. I nod and smile. Yeah, now you're getting it, Donald Trump. Now you're learning the honey pop way. You just tell them what they want to hear. That's all you do. It's okay. It doesn't take too much longer, as the temple isn't all that big. You must be hungry after climbing and exploring this temple. Want to go to the Kaesong Kuksu house and share a meal? That sounds great. Let's head back. Alright. Oh, this looks nice. It's getting past mid-afternoon by the time we get to the Kaesong Kuksu house. Didn't take long to get a table, though we're not alone. The population is sparse. The fare is as expected, traditional Korean fare. And of course, it comes with plenty of God, I can't stand this stuff anymore. I can't even say the word. Donald! Kimchi's delicious! Oddly enough, when the food comes out, it's plentiful. I mean, this is only a rough estimate, but my main course is probably the equivalent of a full day's worth of food for your average Korean. That's what it said. I wonder why they're so intent on impressing me, but not feeding their own people. So how does your meal taste so far?
It's amazing, really delicious, and so much of it, especially the kimchi.
Kaesong is known for having very flavorful foods, likely from the influence of being so near to a bunch of invaders holding half our country hostage.
Oh!
South Korean influence, huh? Occupied Korean influence. The Kaesong region is also the primary agriculture area of true Korea.
Is that why my meal rivals the size of one I get at a Texas steakhouse?
Not really. We just want to make our guests feel at home. After all, doesn't your country put a good impression for visiting tourists?
Not really, unless they have some sort of diplomatic immunity and a hotline to their country's coffers.
That's a shame. You should treat foreigners better.
Well, they aren't mistreated or anything, but they certainly aren't given cute escorts. Truthfully, JEONG, why am I getting treated like someone special? I'm just a Marine with a nice set of abs. Are you sure about that, Donald Trump?
You're unusually perceptive for a protagonist.
What? I get that a lot. Oh. I'm sure Donald Trump gets that a lot.
True Korea doesn't get many tourists. For some reason, we've been labeled as an enemy state of most of the world. And the things foreign leaders say about glorious leader? All lies.
So the few tourists you get, you try extra hard to leave a good impression? Then you hope they go home and dispel the rumors regarding Korea?
Precisely. Plus you're military, so if you go back and spread word that Korea is a good place, maybe it'll work its way to some important people.
Not sure how much stock they put in a 117 water dog's opinion on international affairs. I don't know what rank that is. I don't know anything about that. Maybe someone can tell me in the comments.
Oh, right. I've read of your naval animal units. They're quite renowned. Even we in true Korea can respect their skill. I remember you told me about being a water dog in our letters. I was enamored, I must admit.
Oh, you guys, she's getting so into this. Man, she couldn't make this more obvious. It's great. Yeah, sure. That's us, the elite water dogs. Well, I guess there's one advantage to not having internet access in a country. Yeah, I don't actually think that's a good term. I think it's derogatory, actually. Either way, I don't think my opinion carries much weight.
That's a shame. Still, maybe your comrades will want to come after hearing how nice it is in Korea.
Will they get cute girl escorts?
Sadly, no. You are a special case. The tourist agency overbooked, so we had to take you on as an individual. It's not normal for you to stay with us and get such attention.
Are you sure? Is it because I'm Donald Trump? You can tell me. Guess I got lucky for once in my life. My squad mates are gonna be so jealous.
I'll take that as a compliment.
You should. I smile at her and she blushes in return. Yeah, Donald Trump finally getting it. He's prying and putting the moves on her, man.
And what about Yoonji? Would they be jealous if you told them about her too?
Wait, what does that mean? Uh-oh. Tread carefully, Donald. This looks like a trap. Of course they would. I mean, if you've seen Marines on deployment, they'd ask, anyone as friendly as Yoonji for a drink.
She's that beautiful?
I'll just say that Yoonji could have her pick of the entire deployment from Operation Iraqi Freedom. What was that? Sounded like someone gasped?
Oh, nothing. That was, a sneeze. Yes! Gasped you!
JEONG is clearly lying. What's more, she's fidgeting under the table. Of course, once Yoonji opens her mouth, many guys would run off.
I hate you so much!
Is she here? Is she under the frickin' table? Oh, come on! How did this happen? I thought so. JEONG, are you letting Yoonji eavesdrop on our conversation via your cell phone? Oh, why did I think she was actually under the table? Like, how would she have gotten there? What am I, stupid? I totally forgot about the phones.
I am, as you would say, dusted.
Yeah, we'll go with that. That's busted.
You Americans have so many odd sayings.
Stop deflecting. You still with us, Yoonji? Anyway, you're both great, okay? You'd both be very popular in the US. Our character artist assured us. Jeez, this game.
See you when we get home, Yoonji. Bye, sister. Bye, jerk.
That seems uncalled for.
Don't mind her. It's how she shows her affection, hurting the ones she loves the most. After this, JEONG hangs up the phone and puts it away, and we continue our meal. I can't tell, but I think JEONG seems happy, but conflicted. I don't think she wants to talk about it, though. Once we get through dessert, I pay and we head out. The car is waiting for us.
Well, that wasn't too bad. I mean, at least we didn't have people painting our heads on things that are gross and vile. It was okay. And we didn't have anyone yelling at us either for once.
It's getting late and the drive is pretty long. We should head back.
Agreed. Yoonji might worry about you if we stay too late.
Don't sell yourself short. She's more worried about you.
Is that so?
Yes, she's really taken a liking to you, I think. She's just bad at showing her feelings.
And how do you feel about that?
I I'd hope you'd be interested in her, too. You seem like a nice guy and suited to her.
Sounds like someone else isn't honest with herself either. Ooh, Donald, are you going for it? Are you really gonna try to play that move?
You'll gather no more intel from me right now. Prepare your lap. I require its use for a nap.
Go ahead.
JEONG lays her head in my lap for the ride home.
It's very relaxing. Coupled with the I think I might nap as well. I think I need a nap because I can't even read these words right now. This is crazy. I'll probably need the extra sleep to deal with Miss Tsundere Sunshine when we get back anyway. I feel like I should change my Twitter name to Miss Tsundere Sunshine for the day. You know what? After you watch this, I'm gonna do that. I can't say I dislike this, having two girls who seem genuinely interested in me. Donald, you're crazy. Anybody that's had this happen knows that they're crazy. That situation is like the worst because it always ends in tears. But they live in North Korea. I can't move here. I'll be branded a traitor. And I doubt either of them would be allowed to leave. Maybe. I'm not sure. It's nothing to worry about now, though. Time for rest. Donald's actually falling for them. Oh, Donald, you tried so hard. Third night here, second after being out all day with one of my chaperones. Or hostesses? Girlfriends? Maybe. They sure seem intent on keeping me to themselves. Are they hoping to keep me here in Korea, or are they hoping I'll sneak them out? Neither seems very likely. Maybe I'm just overthinking this. Perhaps grabbing hands, calling outings dates, and falling asleep on foreign men is custom here. Yeah, I'm not overthinking things. Speaking of thoughts, I think mine are about to be interrupted.
Is our living room floor more comfortable than my bed?
Loaded question, but I assume you meant it as an innocent one.
Well, maybe not. Anyway, I came to see if you were busy this evening.
Girl? Seeing as the Pyongyang nightlife involves explaining to soldiers what I'm doing out on the street at night, without getting killed or arrested, I said my agenda is pretty clear.
It's not always like this. I'm sure at some point we can go somewhere in the evening.
I hope so. Anyway, did you have something in mind for this evening?
Yes, I was hoping you would help Yoonji with her English tonight. She really needs as much help as possible, and for some reason she doesn't do well learning under my guidance. I think maybe having a cute American man might help her.
Not sure what being cute has to do with it, but I'm glad to hear I'm not the ugly American.
Well, Yoonji's taken a liking to you. She's just never been good with her feelings.
Color me 50 shades of not surprised. Yeah, she only told you that like an hour ago. Duh.
When she was 13, a boy who had a crush on Yoonji actually got the nerve to confess to her. She actually liked him as well.
So they dated?
Well, no, she didn't know how to handle the sudden confession, and she ended up shooting him with a pellet gun.
Oh.
It me.
Pellet gun? Why the hell did she have one on her in the first place? I mean, do kids here just carry those to class? We prefer our students carry 9mm compacts. Nice! Nice, Donald Trump, you do it.
He confessed to her at the small arms practice range.
Oh. You sure he wasn't loving, not depressed? Seems like a suicide attempt was made there.
Don't be mean. My sister has her faults, but she can be sweet, and it's certainly not bereft of womanly charms.
I suppose that's true. She's cute in her own way.
Anyway, I would like for you to help her with her English after dinner. I'll have everything you need ready.
Fair enough. I did promise to help her after all. Anyway, maybe I'll finally get some respect as her teacher.
You probably shouldn't put all your hopes in one basket for that idea.
I'm not sure how, but you mixed up two old sayings and actually made a pretty decent new one. I like it too.
Beginner's luck?
Probably. Still, it was kind of cute.
Easy there. You're supposed to be flirting with Yoonji tonight.
Why is she making me flirt with her? I don't understand. This is a trap, isn't it? I thought I was teaching her, not flirting with her.
There's a difference?
Woman? A big one. A pretty clear one.
Maybe one day you'll understand.
Don't put all your hopes in one basket. Oh, Donald.
So mean. I'll have Yoonji waiting and ready after dinner for your tutoring.
Oh, Donald, what are you gonna do? These women is crazy, and you know it. She walks to the room she's sharing with Yoonji, but I'm pretty sure I saw her turn back and wink at me. Teaching Yoonji English. This should be interesting. Of course, giving a loaded gun to a gorilla could be interesting too, and at least have a fighting chance. Yeah, rip Harambe. Wait, what? Better take a quick nap before marching into this battle. I don't know if Harambe had a gun. Could have gone much different. Oh. That's old news. Never mind. Oh, look at her little dress. Oh, it's so cute. And old school anime. Like all the girls in Ranma 1/2 wore a dress like that, pretty much. Thanks for the meal, Yoonji. Again, you've outdone yourself. Best meal I've had in Korea yet.
Well, of course. I've been trained in the culinary arts, so it's the least I can do. Think nothing of it. Look at you getting all bashful with the Americans' praise.
Yunji's cheeks glow red. It's pretty cute. I may have to praise her more if that's the reaction it gets.
I am not. He just took me by surprise with compliments, that's all. You are such a terrible liar. Can I ask you for a favor, Donald Trump?
I guess. She winks, obviously. Of course, you've been such gracious hostesses. What can I do? Can you clean up the table and wash the dishes tonight while I prepare Yoonji for your event this evening? I'd hardly call what we're doing an event, but sure, I'd be glad to clean up.
What's going on? What do you think you're preparing me for?
You're going to spend some one-on-one time alone in your bedroom with our guest.
What? I'm not ready for that sort of thing. That's way too sudden and you're setting it up, JEONG.
Here's the part of the misunderstanding where you say, but if it's sex with Donald Trump, I wouldn't mind. Oh, wait, oh god, Donald, no.
Right, if it's sex with Donald Trump, I wouldn't— Hey, stop tricking me!
Now's about the perfect time for you to fulfill another tsundere trope.
Who's running this operation here?
This game is way too self-aware. I think JEONG is. Anyway, dirty as your minds might be, that's not even close to what we're doing.
You are thinking of something perverted right now, aren't you?
I'm under assault from both sides now.
Admit it, pervert!
If I don't admit it, you must have quit.
Okay, no way am I spending my time alone in my bedroom with this creep.
It'll be fine, Yoonji. I think you've had more martial arts training than him anyway. How do you know I didn't have a part-time job as a dojo floor sweeper? Where the Sifu adopted me as his only child and taught me the ways of Taekwondo leap. Because you live in America, home of slackers who bum on the beach when not sleeping. Oh, that's accurate, pretty much. I can't say shit about that.
Everyone knows Americans are fat, lazy bums.
Ooh, double correct. Fortunately, I am not. Anyway, I'm going to help you learn English tonight.
Him teach me English? But...
No buts about it. I'll meet you in your room in 5 minutes.
Sister, you must learn English to advance in the People's Army, and our guest is going to help you. I'd rather have the sex. At least it'll be over in 2 minutes. English takes forever.
Can I just make this picture my profile in everything I do? Okay, if you see this on Twitter or something, just don't mind me. Wow, too many accurate statements coming out of this episode. Good God. I think I can last a little longer than 2 minutes. In English? Oh, never mind. Both of you hush and go to Yoonji's room and leave the door open. She wants to listen. Wait, what? I swear if I hear you complaining, Yoonji, you're doing strip English lessons. If you had told me that was on the table, I'd offer my services sooner.
Let's just get this over with.
Well, I can see why she has a problem expressing her feelings because her sister will not let up, right? I'd be mad too. With that, she forcefully grabs my hand and drags me back to her bedroom. She also defiantly slams the door shut and locks it behind her. Oh.
Honestly, my sister can be such an instigator.
Yeah, I was just saying that, actually. Just to be sure, we're practicing English and not having sex, right?
Yes, we are just studying English. Here's the book we work from.
She hands me a bright yellow paperback book. On the front, the title reads, How to Sound Like a Dumb American. Oh, just go to YouTube and read some comments. Well, that'll get you fine. Well, that's a good sign. Let's check the copyright date. 1987. Great. It's only 3 decades out of date, so I guess that's progress. I sit next to her in the bed and flip open to the bookmark page. How about reading this sentence for a start?
Hello, everybody. We should go to the discotheque to dance together.
Oh, subtle racism. That image is almost as awkward as Yoonji's pronunciation. I'm not even certain where to begin. I like to blame it on the book, but your pronunciation is atrocious.
English is so hard. Why do I need to learn it anyway?
I'm not sure. JEONG said you needed it to advance in your military.
I don't want to advance to that position.
What position is that?
That information is classified. I'm not able to share it with you.
Great. Well, don't worry about my paranoia and concentrate on making an S sound that sounds like a snake. S instead of shh.
Evil bastard Ronald Reagan destroyed Wimpy Welfare Mundial in the erection.
The erection. Uh-oh. Look closer at that last word. That's not an R, but an L.
You mean in erection?
Oh. Yes. That's exactly what I'm talking about, madam. Yes. No, but yes. The word is election, not erection. They're two completely different things.
What are they then?
An election is when the population of a place votes for its political leaders.
Oh, we do that.
The DPRK holds elections?
Of course, we elect our representatives to the Supreme People's Assembly.
I honestly did not expect that. How does that even work here?
Well, the Supreme People's Assembly has 687 seats, and everyone over 17 can vote.
That's pretty impressive. Who runs in the elections?
Every person who wants to run has to apply to the Democratic Front for the reunification of the fatherland. And they can approve or deny their application to be on the ballot. Then, people get to go to an election place to vote. For the one candidate of the Democratic Front is selected to run for office that year. If you don't want to vote for them, you can go to a special booth with windows where you can cross out their name.
Somehow that's about how I expected it to work. What party is in power now?
The Workers' Party has 607 seats, and they're in alliance with the Social Democrats, who hold 50.
So out of the 687 seats, 657 are held by one party? Well, at least you probably don't have so many political ads on TV.
Anyway, you never answered my question. What's an erection?
Well, you see, why don't you ask your sister or something?
You said you would teach me English. Tell me.
I really don't think I should.
Tell me now.
It's like something people have sometimes. You, can't get one.
Why not?
It just doesn't work that way. Let's just focus on speaking in English for now.
No, I run to erection too.
Oh. Well, I mean, every girl's thought of this maybe once or twice in their lives, what it would be like to have one for a day. I know I have. Wait, what?
2? Are you being a bad influence, Donald Trump?
No, you can't have one. Wait, JEONG? Were you spying on us? Absolutely, you two are a riot. If you have enough time to listen in on us, you have enough time to help me train her in English.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Considering Yoonji needs all the help I can get. Or she can get, not me. Her. Whoops.
No, really, it's okay. Let's just stop and go to bed.
Nope, not going there. Read the next sentence.
There is only one true Korea. We must crunch the okopurish.
I don't think any American would say such a thing.
Our leader is Kula than the Donald Trump.
Worse than words. I'm not even sure how to begin correcting you. That's what our last teacher said. He didn't last long. I think you really need a speech therapist as well as intensive training in remedial English before tackling this book of absurdities.
Remedial? This book is the remedial English book for Korea. The normal English book is much harder.
Maybe instead of a book with complete sentences, you should have started with phonics or something more basic. You don't happen to have any of those learning letter leaders around, would you?
I don't know what those are.
They're these cute people made out of letters, and they usually have things that start with their letter. Like Mr. A would have an apple and an alligator, or Mrs. J would have juice and jam.
I think we had something like that. They're what you called flashing cards. Let me look at my closet.
Yoonji goes to her closet, kneels down, and starts rummaging through. She also starts tossing things out behind her into the room, which is when I finally realized it's a huge mess. She has things scattered all over the place, various plans and charts covered by food wrappers. Her pellet guns are haphazardly thrown around the room. And her clothes, her uniform's on a chair, socks hang all over the place, and I think that's a pair of her panties hanging from the lampshade. I nudge JEONG and point in that direction. I'm pretty certain that's a fire hazard over there. Sweet Yoonji, you're such a slob. I just cleaned this room. Now it looks like an American HVA rocket hit it, and you've got your dirty underwear hanging from a lamp. And like a scared cat, Yoonji yelps and beelines it for the lamp, snatching her underwear. You know, I could picture that for some reason.
JEONG, why are you pointing out my unmentionables to him?
Actually, he pointed them out to me.
How could you?
How could I what?
How could you just casually point out
Your panties?
It just rolls off your tongue, doesn't it? Aren't you embarrassed to say that word? Or to see a pair of them out in the open? Have you no shame?
Just about everyone wears underwear or panties. I think the British call them pants, which causes confusion with us Americans.
But it's a dirty word.
No, it isn't. Sure, some people feel uncomfortable saying it, but it's not a curse word or anything.
I told you so, sister. I don't believe you both. Neither of you have any shame at all.
Because of our ability to say the word panties?
Okay, stop that.
Stop what? Saying panties?
Yes, cut that out.
Or what? Panties, 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 panties. Pink panties, purple panties, striped across your butt panties. We all love panties.
And JEONG says I'm a child.
Actually, children love saying words they think are dirty, even if they aren't. Yet true, I still do that to this day, and I'm 40. Never gets old. You should really try it out.
Never. And there's nothing you can do to make me.
Tell you what, if you can say panties in English cleanly just once, we'll stop the lesson for the night.
I don't think so. Where's the book? It's gone. While you were arguing, a snipe came in and took it.
Snipe hunts!
Oh no, I'm not falling for that again. JEONG hid it somewhere. Yes, and you can have it back if you say panties in English cleanly.
You're supposed to be the sweet one! I knew it.
Only to Donald Trump. I get to be your teasing older sister to you. This is so not fair.
A wise man once said, life is not fair.
There are no wise men, but indulge me. Who said it?
Some wise guy, who knows? The point is, life is not fair, and if you want the lesson to end and your book back, you just have to say panties in English once, cleanly.
Pantish.
Sorry, I couldn't make that out. What was that?
Pantish.
You'll need to be louder than that.
Pantish! Pantish, pantish, pantish. Can I go now?
Nope. Sorry, you haven't said it yet.
I just said it 6 times.
But not cleanly. Your S came out as a shh.
I'm afraid he's right, sister. You need to try harder. I hate you both.
No, you don't. Now come on, you can do it. Yunji takes a deep breath and slowly speaks.
Panties.
You made E.T. proud, but you did it. They're not gonna know what that is. Half my viewers won't even know. Who is this E.T. and why would he be proud? Space alien. Long neck, big eyes, likes to eat peanut butter candies, terrible English.
Sounds like you, Yunji.
Rude.
Shut up and give me my book back. Look under the pile of clothes over there. You buried it looking for the flashcards.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Did you find them?
Yes, but the lesson is over, so we don't need them.
Can I see them anyway? She pulls them out of her pocket and throws them at my forehead. Naturally, I catch the box of cards.
Knock yourself out before I do.
I'm sleeping with one eye open tonight.
Be nice, sister.
But anyway, let's look at these flashcards. We'll have to do that in the next one. I hope you guys are enjoying. I'm really interested to see where this is going. I feel like even though this is silly as hell, they're setting up for something. Especially right now. The feels music is here. What does it mean? We're gonna have to find out.
See you later, guys.